Maria lived in a small village with her young son, Alex. The village was nestled between rolling green hills and a sparkling blue river. The air was always fresh, and the people in the village were kind and hard-working. Maria and Alex's home was a cozy little cottage with a thatched roof and a beautiful garden where Maria grew colorful flowers and tasty vegetables. Maria was known throughout the village for her gentle nature and her big heart. She was always willing to help her neighbors, whether it was mending a torn dress or baking a loaf of bread for someone in need. But most of all, Maria was known for her deep love for her son, Alex. Alex was a curious and lively boy. He had bright blue eyes that sparkled with excitement and a smile that could light up any room. He loved to explore the fields and forests around the village, often coming home with pockets full of interesting rocks and stories of his adventures. Every evening, Maria and Alex would sit together by the fire. Maria would tell Alex stories about faraway lands, brave knights, and exciting journeys. Alex loved these stories, and often dreamed of going on adventures just like the heroes in his mother's tales. One sunny morning, Alex woke up feeling especially adventurous. "Mama," he said, "can I go to the forest today? I want to find the tallest tree and climb to the top." Maria smiled at her son's enthusiasm, but felt a pang of worry in her heart. The forest could be a dangerous place for a young boy. "Be careful, my dear," she said. "Stay on the paths and don't go too far, and come back before dark." "I will, Mama," Alex promised, giving her a big hug before running off with his small backpack. The day passed slowly for Maria as she went about her chores. She couldn't help but think about Alex and wonder what he was doing. As the sun began to set, Maria stood by the window, looking out toward the forest. The sky turned orange and pink as the sun dipped below the horizon. But there was no sign of Alex. Maria's worry grew with each passing minute. She grabbed her shawl and hurried out the door, her heart pounding with fear. She called out for Alex as she walked along the path leading to the forest. "Alex, Alex, where are you?" The only response was the rustling of leaves in the evening breeze. Maria's steps quickened as she entered the forest. The trees stood tall and silent, casting long shadows in the fading light. She listened carefully, hoping to hear her son's voice. "Alex!" Just when Maria thought she would never find him, she heard a faint cry. She followed the sound, her heart racing. Finally, she saw Alex sitting at the base of a large tree, holding his ankle and crying. "Oh, Alex!" Maria cried, rushing to his side. "What happened?" "I fell, Mama," Alex sobbed. "I was trying to climb the tree, but I slipped." Maria hugged Alex tightly, her tears mixing with his. "It's okay, my sweet boy. I'm here now." She carefully examined his ankle. It was swollen and bruised, but not broken. "We need to get you home and put some ice on this." Maria helped Alex to his feet, supporting him as they made their way back to the village. She spoke to him softly, reassuring him, and telling him how proud she was of his bravery. When they reached their cottage, Maria gently placed Alex on the sofa and brought him a cool cloth for his ankle. She made him a cup of warm tea and sat with him, stroking his hair and telling him more stories to keep his mind off the pain. That night, as Alex fell asleep in his mother's arms, he felt safe and loved. Maria watched him with a heart full of love and gratitude. She knew that no matter what adventures Alex would go on, she would always be there to support him, to heal his wounds, and to guide him back home. One day, as Alex prepared to leave the village to study in a distant city, Maria gave him a small, worn book. It was the same book of stories she had read to him as a child. "Remember these stories, my dear," Maria said, her eyes filled with tears. "They are filled with bravery, kindness, and love, just like you." "I will, Mama," Alex promised, hugging her tightly, "and I will come back to you no matter where my adventures take me." Maria watched as Alex disappeared down the path, his figure growing smaller with each step. She knew this was the beginning of a new chapter for him, filled with opportunities and challenges. Her heart swelled with pride, but a tear rolled down her cheek as she whispered, "Be safe, my dear Alex." Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Maria missed Alex dearly, but they wrote letters to each other frequently. Each letter from Alex was filled with excitement about his studies, the new friends he made, and the city's vibrant life. Maria cherished these letters, reading them over and over, feeling connected to her son despite the distance. Letter from Alex.
Dear Mama, I hope this letter finds you well. The city is as lively as ever. My studies are challenging, but I'm learning so much. I've made friends from different parts of the world, and we often share stories of our homes. It reminds me of the stories you used to tell me by the fire. I miss you and our little cottage. I miss the fresh air of our village and the smell of your delicious bread. But I know I'm here to learn and grow, and I carry your love and wisdom with me every day. Take care of yourself, Mama. I'll write again soon, with all my love.
Maria folds the letter, holding it close to her heart, tears of joy in her eyes.
My brave boy.
The village square. Maria is buying supplies when the village postman, Mr. Jenkins, approaches her.
Maria, there's an urgent letter for you.
Thank you, Mr. Jenkins.
She opens the letter and reads it quickly, her face turning pale.
Oh, Alex.
The letter is from Alex's friend, informing her that Alex has been injured in an accident. He is in the hospital, but he is expected to recover. Maria's heart races with fear and determination. Maria's cottage, packing a small bag. Mrs. Thompson comes to check on her.
Maria, what's wrong?
Alex has been hurt. I must go to him.
Oh, Maria, is there anything I can do to help?
Could you look after the garden for me while I'm away?
Of course. Go to your son. He needs you.
Maria hugs Mrs. Thompson and sets off on the journey to the city. Inside a train. Maria is seated by the window, watching the countryside pass by. Her thoughts are with Alex. Maria, thinking, "Please be safe, Alex, I'm coming." The train moves swiftly, and Maria clutches her bag tightly, her mind filled with memories of Alex as a child, running through the fields, his bright eyes full of curiosity. The bustling city streets. Maria steps off the train, looking around with determination. She hails a cab and gives the driver the hospital's address.
Long trip?
Yes, I've come to see my son. He's in the hospital.
I hope he's all right. We'll get you there quickly.
The cab weaves through traffic, and Maria looks out the window, anxious and eager to reach Alex. A hospital room. Alex is lying in B, his leg in a cast. He looks up as Maria enters.
Mama, you came!
Of course I did, my dear. How are you feeling?
Better now that you're here.
I was so worried when I got the letter, but seeing you now, I know you'll be just fine.
I'm sorry for making you worry, Mama.
You don't need to apologize, Alex. What matters is that you're safe. We'll get through this together.
They hold hands, the bond between them stronger than ever. Back in the village sometime later. Alex is walking with a crutch, but he's smiling and looking healthier. Maria is beside him, supporting him.
It's good to be home, Mama.
It's good to have you home, Alex. You've been so brave.
I couldn't have done it without you. Your love gave me strength.
And you, my dear, have given me so much joy. Let's go home and have some tea.
They walk towards their cottage, the sun setting behind them, casting a warm glow over the village. Inside the cottage by the fire, Maria and Alex are sitting together, just like old times.
Mama, can you tell me a story?
Of course. Once there was a brave young man who faced many challenges, but he always had his mother's love to guide him.
As Maria tells the story, Alex listens with a smile, knowing that no matter where life takes him, his mother's love will always be his guiding light.
Vocabulary. 1. Dedicated. Committed to a task or purpose. 2. Appreciative. Feeling or showing gratitude. 3. Disarray. A state of disorder. or untidiness. 4. Gossiping. Casual or unconstrained conversation. Or reports about other people. Typically involving details that are not confirmed as true. 5. Lounging. Lie, sit, or stand. In a relaxed or lazy way. 6. Exhaustion. A state of extreme physical or mental fatigue. 7. Intervene. Come between so as to prevent or alter a result or course of events. 8. Compassionate. Feeling or showing sympathy and concern for others. Dismissively. Feeling or showing that something is unworthy of consideration. 9. Partnership. An arrangement where parties agree to cooperate to advance their mutual interests. 10. Contribute. Give something, especially money, in order to help achieve or provide something. 11. Spotless. Absolutely clean or pure, immaculate. 12. Touched. Moved emotionally, feeling grateful or sympathetic. 13. Overjoyed. Extremely happy or elated. 14. Tidy. Arranged neatly and in order. 15. Transformation. A thorough or dramatic change in form or appearance. 16. Determined. Having made a firm decision and being resolved not to change it. 17. Guidance. Advice or information aimed at resolving a problem or difficulty. 18. Bond. A strong connection or relationship between people. Story reflection questions. 1. Why was Oliver feeling tired and frustrated? 2. How did Isabella spend her days before she changed? 3. What advice did Lily give to Isabella? 4. What actions did Isabella take to become a better wife? 5. How did Oliver react to Isabella's change in behavior? 6. What lesson did Isabella learn about marriage and happiness?